Stop everything. Seriously. Put down your coffee, pause your scrolling, and brace yourself, because what Tasha K just revealed isn't just gossip. It's nuclear. NeNe Leakes, yes, NeNe Leakes, the queen of charm and boardroom smiles, has been hiding something explosive. And Apollo Nida? Well, let's just say his reputation might need a full rebrand after this. Receipts? Oh, they exist. Dirty, messy, and utterly scandalous. Messages, secret meetings, late-night exchanges, the kind that make tabloids salivate. And who dropped this bombshell? Tasha K. The woman who doesn't hold back, who digs where others dare not, just tore the curtain off their little secret. But here's the kicker. Was this just an affair? Or is there a tangled web of power, influence, and hidden motives behind it all? Could there be more than just a private scandal, maybe patterns, connections, even a history of cover-ups? Social media is already buzzing. Memes, speculation, hot takes. Everyone's asking, what did Apollo Nida and NeNe Leakes really get up to? And Tasha K, is she just exposing the truth, or is she controlling the narrative? This is only the beginning. The cameras didn't just capture a scandal, they captured chaos in motion. Tasha K, poised and sharp-eyed, leaned into the glow of her phone, her fingers dancing over messages that could dismantle careers. Every notification she tapped seemed to echo like thunder across the virtual world. On the other side, NeNe Leakes' name glowed back, innocent on the surface, devastating in context. Apollo Nida? Already sweating under the weight of scrutiny, pacing like a man realizing the walls are closing in. The room felt heavy. Not just tense, thick, electric, the kind of tension that makes security staff glance nervously at one another. Every word, every gesture carried meaning. Tasha K's face was unreadable at first, carefully calculating. But then, a small smirk, a twitch of her jaw, a pause before she delivered the evidence. The messages, screenshots, timestamps, all pointing to late-night rendezvous, hidden flights, and meetings no PR team could spin. And the public? Oh, they were waiting. Social media ignited almost instantly. Clips from previous events resurfaced. NeNe Leakes smiling too brightly at Apollo Nida during panels. Texts that vanished mysteriously from group chats. Whispers of lavish dinners billed to unknown accounts. I knew something was off, one anonymous fan posted. Another wrote, NeNe and Apollo? That explains a lot. Within minutes, the scandal wasn't just news, it was a wildfire, consuming threads, posts, and memes alike. What made this different was the psychology at play. Tasha K didn't just expose messages, she choreographed the reveal. Every pause she allowed, every dramatic gaze she held for the camera, created speculation before anyone even saw the proof. NeNe Leakes, ever the composed public figure, felt the shift. Her polished demeanor cracked ever so slightly, a blink too long, a throat clearing, a faint quiver in her fingers. Subtle, almost imperceptible, but enough for a trained eye or a viral analyst to notice. Apollo Nida, caught between pride and panic, fidgeted like a man walking on thin ice. Was he nervous because the truth was emerging, or because Tasha K's strategy made him appear culpable before a single accusation landed? Some observers noticed his hesitation when the camera panned close. His jaw tightened. His eyes darted toward the exit. The tension wasn't just personal. It was performative, psychologically potent, and, for anyone watching online, irresistibly clickable. Then came the escalation. Tasha K, voice steady but cutting, started narrating key points from Cynthia Bailey co-proof reference, those allegedly private exchanges between NeNe Leakes and Apollo Nida. She didn't need to scream. She didn't need theatrics. The timing, the deliberate pauses, the subtle inflection in her tone, all of it implied betrayal without stating it outright. Fans could read between the lines, secret confessions, hidden encounters, whispers of broken trust. Patterns appeared to indicate a history of manipulation, a trail of selective omissions, and perhaps even recurring cycles of deceit. And what about NeNe Leakes? Every blink, every micro-expression was under scrutiny. Social media detectives went wild, dissecting moments frame by frame, the slight twitch in her lips, the subtle pull of her collar, the way her eyes darted toward Apollo Nida. Was she caught off guard? Or was it calculated restraint, knowing that public perception could be her lifeline? Some analysts suggested patterns. Every scandal prior, every accidental leak mirrored now in this perfect storm. Meanwhile, Apollo Nida attempted to regain composure, clearing his throat, adjusting a cufflink that suddenly seemed like armor. Security subtly shifted positions, sensing the volatility of the moment. Nothing had erupted physically yet, but the potential was electric. Every shift in posture, every half-step backward, every glance at Tasha K's growing smirk became a story in itself. Online, fans speculated endlessly. What did he know? When did he know it? And could this unravel all the threads of his previous, allegedly discreet, escapades? Tasha K leaned back slightly, a masterclass in controlled intensity. The evidence wasn't just factual. It was performative, strategic, psychologically layered. And while the world dissected it in real time, the real story simmered beneath, a power dynamic of influence, secrecy, and leverage. Could NeNe Leakes maintain her composure under this microscopic scrutiny? Could Apollo Nida deflect, spin, or explain away the narrative Tasha K was meticulously constructing? By the time the first hour had passed, the room was charged. Phones buzzed. DMs flooded. Hashtags like hashtag NeNe and Apollo, hashtag Tasha exposes, and hashtag dirty receipts trended within minutes. Memes emerged, screenshots circulated, and speculation reached fever pitch. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a slow-burning, psychologically intricate spectacle designed to keep every viewer glued, every comment section buzzing, and every fan theorist on edge. And still, Tasha K hadn't revealed everything. The most damning pieces, those that could ruin reputations, upend careers, and ignite further chaos, were held back carefully, like a magician hiding the final trick until the perfect moment. The stage was set. The players were exposed. And the fallout was only beginning. The room hadn't cooled. Tasha K sat back, phone in hand, her eyes scanning reactions streaming in real time. Every screenshot, every emoji, every viral clip validated her strategy and amplified the chaos. Online, viewers were relentless, dissecting NeNe Leakes' micro-expressions, theorizing about Apollo Nida's past entanglements, speculating whether Cynthia Bailey co-proof reference was just the tip of the iceberg. Every comment, meme, and post became part of the spectacle, feeding the fire that Tasha K had ignited. NeNe Leakes, meanwhile, tried to maintain a composed facade, but subtle tells betrayed her. A tightening around her eyes, the faintest tremor in her fingers, a deliberate tilt of her head, almost as if calculating the optics of each frame. Observers noticed patterns. These weren't random gestures. They were signals of internal panic disguised as poise, a psychological dance between fear and control. Every split-second glance toward Apollo Nida was loaded, a silent question no one could hear, but every camera captured. Apollo Nida was visibly sweating, caught in the crossfire. His past escapades, whispered rumors, and alleged secret meetings now loomed over him like a storm cloud. The calculated deflection he had mastered over the years failed under Tasha K's precision. Every pause, every adjustment of his jacket or cufflink, every cleared throat was a signal analyzed in real time by thousands online. Some observers noticed patterns that mirrored past behavior, avoidance, delayed responses, and subtle shifts in tone, all suggesting a man cornered by his own secrets. Meanwhile, the crew moved cautiously, capturing every nuanced gesture, aware that the footage alone could ignite a digital frenzy. Even Spice, hovering on the sidelines, seemed to sense the volatility. Her subtle gestures, a hand raised, a nod here, a step closer there, hinted at unseen influence, a silent catalyst stirring the pot behind the chaos. Could it be she had fed Tasha K the evidence strategically, knowing the viral reaction it would provoke? Patterns appeared to indicate an intricate web of alliances and calculated timing that went beyond the cameras. Public reactions spiraled. Twitter threads speculated about secret trips, late-night texts, and clandestine meetings. TikTok creators reenacted the confrontation frame by frame. Memes mocked, theorized, and amplified the narrative with surgical precision. Hashtags like hashtag Tasha exposes, hashtag dirty receipts, and hashtag NeNe and Apollo dominated feeds. Anonymous insiders claimed new proof was coming, hinting at even deeper secrets, leaving viewers hungry for the next revelation. In the room, every exchange was a chess move. Tasha K's voice remained controlled but pointed, dropping hints that Cynthia Bailey co-proof. Reference revealed more than what was immediately visible. Each pause, each inflection, each deliberate gaze toward NeNe leaks and Apollo Nida amplified the suspense, leaving the pair caught between revelation and denial. Their body language, subtle steps back, crossed arms, tight jaws, betrayed the tension they tried to mask. Even as the immediate confrontation subsided, the ripple effect had just begun. Social media buzzed like electricity, casting every gesture and glance under a microscope. The room remained a pressure cooker, loaded with unspoken truths, psychological tactics, and explosive potential. And one unshakable fact persisted: Tasha K hadn't shown everything. She held the ultimate leverage, a final act that could shatter reputations and redefine the narrative entirely. The stage was set for more chaos. Online speculation, hidden alliances, and personal vulnerabilities were converging in a way no one could predict. And Tasha K? Calm, collected, and strategically ruthless, she knew the story was far from over. The drama wasn't just unfolding, it was about to escalate. Tasha K leaned back, a small smirk playing on her lips, eyes scanning NeNe leaks and Apollo Nida with calculated intensity. Every move they made now was under a microscope, not just from her, but from millions of viewers dissecting every frame, every glance, every almost imperceptible twitch. The power had shifted. The evidence had been laid bare, and the subtle tension in the room was almost suffocating. NeNe Leak's attempts at composure were failing under the weight of scrutiny. Her shoulders tightened, her lips pressed into a thin line, and her eyes started repeatedly toward Apollo Nida, seeking reassurance that wasn't coming. Patterns emerged: the slight hesitation before answering, the fleeting flicker of panic in her pupils, the almost imperceptible shift of her hands. Observers noted every micro-expression, every tiny crack in the carefully maintained facade. Could it be the beginning of a full unraveling? Apollo Nida fidgeted visibly, a man cornered by secrets and the evidence he could no longer deny. His past alleged flings, the whispered rumors, the supposedly forgotten incidents, all resurfacing in the collective consciousness of an audience primed for scandal. Every subtle vocal inflection, every pause, every shallow breath told a story more revealing than any direct statement. Sources suggest he realized the narrative had escaped his control. The stage had shifted entirely, and public perception was already trending against him. Spice, standing at the edge, added a volatile undertone. Her subtle nods, brief murmurs, and quiet steps toward strategic positions hinted at invisible influence. Some observers speculated she had orchestrated elements behind the curtain, ensuring that Tasha K had the leverage to maximize impact. Patterns appeared to indicate alliances, influence, and psychological manipulation at play, a web so intricate that even NeNe Leaks and Apollo Nida could only react, not control. Outside the room, social media erupted into chaos. Hashtag Tasha exposes, hashtag NeNe and Apollo, and hashtag dirty receipts dominated trending feeds. TikTok creators broke down every clip frame by frame. Twitter threads speculated about secret texts, alleged meetings, and previously hidden proof. Anonymous insiders hinted at even more explosive material ready to be revealed. Every meme, reaction video, and speculative post fed the fire, escalating the story beyond the control of anyone involved. The psychological tension inside mirrored the digital storm outside. Tasha K's pauses, her calm yet piercing statements, were strategic blows, subtle, yet devastating. NeNe Leak's slight flinches, Apollo Nida's nervous micromovements, and the controlled, yet unpredictable presence of Spice created a living tableau of suspense, power, and revelation. The energy was electric, almost unbearable, as if the room itself could ignite at any moment. And then Tasha K delivered the final hint, not the full story, not every piece of evidence, but just enough to leave the room and the world hanging. "You think you've seen it all," she said slowly, deliberately, letting her words linger like smoke in a room, but some truths aren't ready to be revealed. The pause was infinite, the implication terrifying. The audience exploded with speculation. What was next? What had not yet been exposed? Who else would be implicated? The room remained charged, the social feeds ablaze, and the players trapped in a suspenseful limbo. Reputations hung in the balance. Public scrutiny had intensified. And one undeniable fact persisted. Tasha K had rewritten the narrative, controlled the optics, and left a trail of questions no one could answer yet. The story was far from over. Every viewer, every fan, every insider was now part of the unfolding drama. Every unspoken gesture, every cryptic glance, every withheld piece of evidence became a puzzle, and Tasha K held the final pieces. The scandal, the tension, the suspense, it had only just reached its crescendo. And one thing was certain, the fallout would dominate headlines, trends, and water cooler conversations for weeks to come. Now it's your turn to step into the story. What do you think really happened behind closed doors between NeNe leaks and Apollo Nida? Was Tasha K uncovering long-hidden truths, or did she strategically play her cards to maximize chaos? Could there be even more receipts, messages, or secret meetings waiting to surface? And what about the subtle power plays of spice, ally, instigator, or silent observer shaping the narrative from the shadows? Every micro-expression, every pause, every glance captured on camera is a clue, a piece of the puzzle that only the sharpest observers can decode. Who is controlling the story? Who benefits from the leaks and whispers that have the internet buzzing? The speculation is endless, the implications staggering, and the fallout unpredictable. We want you to analyze, theorize, and debate. Watch the clips, replay the interactions, and look closer than anyone else. Break down the evidence, read between the lines, and ask the hard questions. Could alliances shift? Could reputations crumble? Could secrets emerge that even Tasha K hasn't revealed yet? Your insight might uncover angles no one else has noticed. Make sure you like this video, comment your theories, and subscribe for every twist and revelation as it happens. Turn on notifications. Every new clip, every leaked message, and every insider tip will drop soon, and you won't want to miss a single second. Remember, nothing here is confirmed, but every gesture, every pause, and every leaked message tells a story. The scandal isn't just happening on set, it's happening online, in your feeds, and in your discussions. Stay alert. Stay analytical. Stay obsessed. Because in a world of secrets, power, and hidden motives, the next shocking revelation is always just around the corner. Are you ready to see it all?